of the engine fills the air, a deep growl that vibrates through your chest and reverberates across the canyon walls, announcing without words that something extraordinary has arrived. The camera slowly pans across the 2026 Alfa Romeo, each curve of its sculpted form catching the light and reflecting its own dynamism. There's a purposeful tension in the bodywork, the way the steel and carbon fiber shift under sunlight, as if the car itself is alive, ready to leap into motion even while standing still. You can almost feel the anticipation, as if the car is holding its breath, waiting for your command. You glide closer, the host of Car Beats, stepping into frame beside the Alfa Romeo. With a smile, you run your hand along the car's beltline, drawing attention to the way the metallic flake in the paint reacts to shifting light angles, flames of color dancing inside solid panels. "Welcome back to Car Beats," you say, voice low and resonant. "Today we've got something special, the 2026 Alfa Romeo. It's not just a car, it's an experience molded into steel." Your finger hovers over the start button, embedded right in the steering wheel, a nod to racing culture. You press it, and the engine answers with a savage bark. Raw, unapologetic, perfectly synced with the thematic heartbeat of your soundtrack. It's a visceral note that reverberates in the core. The camera closes in on the engine note, exhaust tips glowing with residual heat, metal pulsing subtly with each intake and exhaust cycle. Sliding into the driver's seat, you let out a breath of anticipation. The Alfa coil knit stitching. Alcantara suede hugging the sides. Bolsters firm yet forgiving. Engineered to hold you in place during spirited driving without cutting off comfort. As you stretch your hands across the leather-wrapped steering wheel, the unique Alfa coil knit stitching, creamy white on rich black leather, stands out. The starter button glows red, a promise of controlled chaos. The cockpit is a sensory feast. The sweeping curve of the 12.3-inch digital driver display burrows into your vision like a mural, offering clarity and customization. A crisp digital speedometer here, a tack stand there. The center infotainment screen is intuitive, minimalistic, centered in the dash like a beacon. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto live inside that screen, but it's the raw analog feel of the rotary drive mode selector centered on the console that demands attention. It's not just a knob, it's a gateway. Turn it and the car's personality flexes, throttle mapping shifts, suspension stiffens, exhaust valves open. It's tangible feedback in your palm. This is driving refined, yet alive. You twist the dial, green for natural, amber for advanced efficiency, red for dynamic. The world bends, the steering tightens, throttle sharpens, exhaust note deepens. The V6 lurches forward as you pull into an open canyon road, curves beckoning. You push the car into the first corner and it clamps down. Tires biting into the asphalt, chassis composure unshaken. You accelerate, immediately, effortlessly, a surge of torque that drags you forward even as you hold steady. The world shifts in the windscreen. Ribbons of gray asphalt, blur of green trees, sweep of stone outcrops. Behind your hands, the tacho needle swings like a metronome, downshift with the paddle, the responsive precision delivering a perfectly timed burst of revs, exhaust crackle snapping air like an exclamation mark. The soundtrack behind you changes as the cadence rises, drum hits, syncing with backfire pops. Everything here choreographed. Senses ignited, pulse rising, the thrill is hardly quiet or subtle. It's visceral. You grip the wheel, lean into the apex and power out. The car surges. You feel the torque pooling just beneath you, taut and ready. The backroad's rhythm sets in. Turn after turn, the Alfa flows. You describe the feeling. This isn't electronic nannying. There are no harsh cutoff warnings, no will it or won't it. It's simple. Driver car decides. You're in the moment, not behind the wheel of some autonomous cruiser. You watch the horizon flick toward you. A rhythmic exchange between you and machine. Tap, hold, floor. Grip and release. The drive continues and you move fluidly between shifts. There's a poetic balance. Power and precision, emotion and engineering. You squeeze between corners, ride the limits without straying. It's a technical ballet played at speed. You talk us through each stage. The torque vectoring, the adaptive dampers, the brake-by-wire setup, all merging to form a cohesive, intuitive system. Evidence in performance, explanation in narrative, immersion in footage. Your camera assistant swaps in the hybrid version. The sleek port and smaller badges signaling eco-conscious engineering without sacrificing flair. You show how plugging in reveals more than a pragmatic nod to efficiency. It complements performance. The plug-in hybrid offers near-instant torque from the electric motor, while the turbocharged 4 effortlessly joins in as you push deeper. Quiet at first, then the combustion engine grows, ramping the excitement level without delay. You glide down open roads where wind noise and tire hum replace exhaust roars. The contrast is dramatic, a whisper-soft departure, then a symphony of power emerging seamlessly. Inside, the cockpit updates. Gauges adjust to show EV energy flow and battery use. A drive select menu offers pure electric, hybrid, or performance modes. You select pure electric for the initial half mile. It's a tranquil entry, but you crave more. You trigger hybrid mode and the engine purrs awake. The TFSI's multiple maps flow together for an elegant handover. You stress the duality, responsible yet unapologetically alpha. The scenery changes as the morning deepens. A mountain pass emerges. Sunrise paints the peaks. You take that pass. Grip tight on the wheel, downshift crisp, charge through corner. The hybrid delivers stellar low-end torque, quick throttle connection, near-silent glide between apexes, but there's also the heartbeat of the V6 when called upon. Heavier note, deeper timbre, the sound of automotive passion. The line between electric and combustion collapses. Effortless transition, familiar adrenaline. Miles later, you find your favorite overlook. The Alfa sits poised in golden hour light. Door opens. Quiet engineering beneath the surface. You step out, lean against the fender. There's a moment of reflection. The car is more than metal and wires. It's a narrative, forwarded. A lineage of design, racing DNA, innovation. You speak almost whisper. This is Alfa's statement. A meditation on what a modern performance flagship can be. Melding emotion and intellect. Walking around, you point the camera at details. Multi-wing spoiler integrated into trunk. Subtle yet aggressive. Venting on fenders, purposeful yet tasteful. The diffuser houses quartet of exhausts. The black quadrifoglio badge a reminder of its performance lineage. Carbon fiber trim lines side skirts and hood vents, carved to cut weight and exploit airflow. You touch the door handle. Solid, mechanical. Not plastic levers but weighted aluminum. Its sensory richness. Cars should be felt as much as they're driven. You trot to the front end, touch the grille. Its V-shape is layered, added depth and structure. The Scudetto. Alfa logo centered. Headlights thin, LED matrix inside, framing the crest. The design is modern yet unmistakably Alfa Romeo. You mentioned the paint options. The Rosso Portofino red. The signature color seems almost liquid in the golden light. You reflect on long heritage. Pininfarina's past, Zagato's influence, Bertoni's swoops. And now this, futuristic yet grounded. Back inside, you take the driver's seat for one more session, spraying gravel across the next bend. Transmission still crisp, throttle still visceral. The car doesn't forget the role you left on the beltline. The car doesn't slack or drone. It sings. You push it, you lean, you drive, you narrate cadence. Corner, apex, exit. Instant torque meets steering response. Delay is minimal. Visceral is dominant. Riding the line. Tires singing. You hit the final straight of your run. Floor it. The V6 vacuuming air. Turbos spooling. Revs climbing. The world behind becomes a smear. You shift 3 times. Each change a punctuated shift. More acceleration. Pressure against your back, horizon rushing. You settle with a grin. Extend your pulse. You let go of the throttle. The car gradually slows, not abrupt, but controlled. The growl recedes. Silence returns. You park at the summit. Paint glows from last sunlight. You step out, wind chimes through nearby brush. Alfa's silhouette framed against sky. You address the camera one final time. This is Alfa Romeo 2026. You've seen its form, heard its sound, felt its drive. You've lived its duality, its intelligence, its soul. Now tell us what you think. Quadrifolio beast? Track weapon? Or hybrid visionary? Balanced performance and conscience?